Hey, this is Sean Tyas, and you're with Trance Republic. In Trance, we trust always.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
My pleasure.
Hi, Sean.
Hello.
Welcome to Singapore again.
Thank you.
And so people who are not familiar with you, so please tell us something about yourself to win them over.
To win them over, I mean, my name is Sean Tyas. I'm a trance DJ originally from New York, now living in Switzerland, based out of Switzerland. And I play banging, more melodic dance stuff. You just have to win them over. I think you should just come to the set tonight and check it out.
That sounds good. So what do you think about the trance scene in Asia so far?
Trance scene in Asia so far has been really, really cool. I think Singapore has been one of my strongest cities. Been to, apparently, of course, been to Kuala Lumpur many times, China several times, Indonesia several times. I know I'm missing a couple of places. That's so bad. Been to, of course, Seoul, South Korea, which was also fantastic. And then go to Tokyo tomorrow for my first time ever in Japan. So, I mean, the trance scene in Asia, it's different in every country and it's different in every city. So, I mean, all I can say is it's varied, just as varied as you would say different cities in Europe are.
That's cool. So do you think the trance music in Asia will boom like what's happening in the US right now?
I hope so. I mean, in America, of course, now it's based on the radio exposure and stuff like that, and there's so many people that have come out and made big tracks on the radio. I think that's a lot to do with what has to happen here, or if it's not happening already. I don't know if artists are getting much support on the radio and stuff like that. So basically it brings the new generation, it's about the kids getting into it, and if they're into it, then they start getting more interested and they look into other genres as they get more into electronic dance music. I'm not going to say the word EDM because that's more of a genre in itself now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. So what made you decide to leave New York City for Teufen, like a small village in Switzerland?
Well, my wife is Swiss, so after I moved to Germany in 2004, we had met very soon after that, and I just decided it was much easier for me and for us, for our relationship, for me to move to Switzerland. That proved to be a very smart move, and that's where I've stayed since.
That's good, sounds good. So between music festivals and club gigs, what do you prefer?
I think I still prefer clubs. I like the darker feeling with lasers and proper, with smoke machines and everything. I still like the old school club experience.
Yeah, me too. So electronic dance music has grown from being like a subculture to now like a pop culture. Do you see that it will continue to grow, or will the wave die down?
I don't see it dying down. I mean, I think the best example would be the hip hop. Hip hop, when it started, I mean, I can't even say, I guess it was in like the early 80s or maybe late 70s. And when that started up, everyone said, oh, this is going to be a flash in the pan. This is not going to go anywhere. And what happened 30 years later, it's still going strong. So this is exactly what's going on with dance music right now. And finally, it's getting its moment in the sun. And it's going to last a long time. Whether people like it or not, it's going to be around for a really long time.
I think that's a good point. So what made you decide to set up your own label company, Titanium Recordings?
I think it was just a matter of just getting releases out really on time. I know a lot of labels sign a lot of tracks, and nothing wrong with that, but people have to wait a long time to get tracks. So if you finish a track today, you might not see it released for 10 months. And the point of the label was for me to be able to release my own and friends of mine, and also new and up-and-coming producers' tracks on a more timely basis, with trying to be like a maximum 2 or 3 month waiting period as opposed to 10.
Yeah, we're really glad to hear that. So can you tell us how does the partnership between Titanium and Black Hole Recordings, how that works? And why are there a lot of label companies merging together in recent times?
I think it's a matter of for me bringing Titanium to Black Hole, I mean, Black Hole Recordings, of course, is a legend in the entire trance, especially in the trance business. They have so much history. And for me to be able to rely on their promotional skills and their marketing skills, and for me just to be able to say, okay, this is the tracks I want to do, and then they're going to go and put it into their machine, and they push it out in their particular channels. I think it's a better and more stress-free way to release music as opposed to handling everything independently, and it's a lot more stressful. So with Black Hole's support and help, which they've been amazing with so far, and it's only beginning with them, so I love it right now. It's the way to go.
That's good. So it is an open secret that the DJ Mag Paul and then the Beatport charts are rigged. So how do you come up with such act? Like, do you fight fire with fire?
No, I mean, I think you just have to keep doing what you're doing. A lot of the artists on the DJ Mag chart right now, they're charting so well. They've been doing this for years, and only recently, certain times, what they're doing is not necessarily resonating with the public, and then all of a sudden, things kind of totally resonate, and then they have they really blow up, and that's what happened to so many artists right now. So I think everybody has their chance. Things come full circle, and it just goes. And dance music is one of the best examples of cyclic popularity. I think that there possibly is.
It's cool. So we have recently seen the end of Audio Jelly. Where do you think the music sales industry will be in the future?
It seems like, from what I've been reading, it seems like the music sales industry is more based on this new streaming services like Spotify and Apple iTunes Radio and other streaming services. We're going to see how well people can actually make money off of it, and if it actually helps the industry or hurts it. I think it's a little too new to make that decision just yet. But it's good at the end of the day, no matter what it is for music sales, it's amazing for music exposure. So I think a lot of people are hearing tracks, when they type in, for example, my name, they're going to hear tons of artists that are similar to me that they would have never heard otherwise.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing. That's always a great thing.
Yeah, exactly. So on another topic, you are better known for your 138 BPM trance productions, and then you did a step foot into the electro house before. Where do you think your music will evolve towards in the future?
Ooh, it's going to be really, really fun. I think the electro house little thing where I was going to really experiment a lot last year and the year before, I needed to really just expand my technical skills a bit. So now I'm bringing them all back into the trance production, and I'm really, really confident with how I'm going to be producing over the next 12 months with new techniques, old techniques, and using the best of both, and hopefully creating kind of a new sound for myself and maybe even for the genre, God willing.
We're really looking forward to that. Oops. So, can you tell us if your artist album is on horizon?
Yes, absolutely. And now actually everything's going full steam ahead. I've been able to clear off the projects that I needed to get finished first, and now it's looking like over the next probably 8 months will be primarily just album work, and hoping to have it done by December, and then we can start ramping up and teasing and promoting the releases.
That's good. Really looking forward to it. And for someone to be successful in this career, so in your opinion, what characteristics should a person have?
Be yourself. Don't kiss ass. Don't suck up to all the other DJs. Don't suck up to DJs bigger than you. The best thing you can do is just be yourself and just continue doing what you really love. Because if you don't love what you're doing, you can hear it in your music. So that's the best thing I could say, really. Just keep doing it, and everybody seems to be doing just that. I mean, especially in certain genres, you'll hear a lot of that where people are doing what they love. As long as, in my opinion, if the tracks are like technically amazing and good melodies, I love what the people are doing.
That's good. And lastly, we'd like for you to do a shout out for us, for
Sure.
Trance Republic.
Okay.
Cool. So, could you please say to the camera?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Sean Tyas, and you're with Trance Republic. In trance, we trust always.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
My pleasure.